What's up, guys? LYG Tortugas here, playing some Destiny, and I thought I might share my PvP build with you guys because I was asked also. But I don't usually use my gunslinger, but if I do, I probably end up using my symbiote. But I'll probably do a video on that one later. But with my blade dancer, oh, I switched to it apparently. With blade dancer, I use Lucky Raspberry to carry more heavy ammo. I don't usually use arc bolt, so I mean that doesn't come in handy, but for the heavy ammo. My weapons, I use Mita, and I usually switch between the weapons that you're seeing here. The fall will kill you, strange rifle, all those. Hard light, not really, but I switch between all of those depending on what map and what's going on. Judgment, it has a really high range and the reload speed on it's insane because of its perks. Phil Winter's Lie is the same thing. Invective. I don't usually use Black Hammer or Light in the Abyss. Whoa. Anyways, Jolder's Hammer for heavies, and Gallahorn, Admonisher, and Against All Odds, and Gallahorn because of tracking. My Admonisher because it has Third Eye and Grenade Horseshoes, but this Painted Amnesia. The only reason I use it is because of performance bonus. Because those weapon grant bonus reserve ammo. I actually don't even know if this affects inside PvP, but I hope it actually does. But I'm going to show my Blade Dancer setup. I focus on movement and agility. And I do focus on recovery and those kind of things, but to keep a high agility and movement is really key. But let me just go through this. Flux grenades, I like them because they get out of stick situations. I just realized what I just said. Anyways, Blink. Really high movement. I'll go over that in a little bit, but it's just really good for defensive and offensive moves. Vanish. The only reason to use Vanish is because you can get a jump on somebody at the end of your super. You can actually pop it at the end and still carry over when you end your super. I do switch between those, Razor's Edge and Showstopper, but I like to stick with Vanish because of the little advantage you get with it. Oh, excuse me. I use Fast Switch, so I can use my Blink a lot, but I don't use Escape Artist because I don't go invis, but Backstab actually looks very useful. I was actually thinking about this, and I may actually end up switching between it more often. I use Path Forbidden for recovery and speed. Fleet-footed for that maximum slide. Shadow Attack doesn't come into play for me because I'm not going invis for very long anyways. But I was thinking about this quick draw. You could use it if you don't have a weapon that readies immediately, and if you don't slide, you can go to it, but I don't really need it. Recovery to balance out the rest of them because none of them really balance it out. Like focusing on recovery. I don't know. I like it more. Balances it out. Makes it look nice. And high recovery is good, but Hungry Blade. I use Hungry Blade so I can regenerate. Because when you're in a group of massive people, instead of just getting shot down, you can go stay alive. Encore, you could do that same thing, but it's if you're focusing on a lot of kills and taking one-on-one, so you can keep on running to the next guy. It's all up to you. But I think I'm going to show you some actually PvP and talk a little bit more about all these little elements that I've been using. So let's head out to Crucible, and I'll show you some footage of what I've actually been doing. So here we are, we're playing on Anomaly, and I have really good footage here of a lot of the variations of why I'm using these things. Here I'm using Red Hand, Invective, and Jolder's Hammer. I wasn't able to, I don't know, too close range of a match to be using any of my normal weapons.
Alpha team.
Man. Alright. So, Blink. I got a good few examples of why I'm using Blink and Flux and all these weapon variations and why I like high movement. But Blink is a really offensive and defensive type of jump and enables you to get out of really ransom situations right here. I thought I was going to shock him, but I didn't. See, oh god, I feel so bad for this guy. I feel so bad for him, but I had to do it. Anyways, it just enables you to get through a lot of sticky situations. and get in and out of places in that slide. I was lucky to get there. It's just little things will enable your gameplay to be a lot better. But it's not a whole lot. It's also your movement and your map awareness and your key placement. If you notice, I'm always watching my map and I'll know where to place myself and where to go rather than jumping into wacky places. Instead of running to the whole army of people, I pick off the little groups of them. And it's not just how fast and good you are. You have to use all elements of Destiny, because Destiny has just so many variations. Man, those balls. A lot of choices, and it's not just on how well you can play and how many kills you can get. It's also how strategically you can play, because there's so many different types of variations in Destiny that it's just really, there's always so many ways to play. And it's not just focused on like Call of Duty, where it's just get the kill and go to the next one. It's, you have to focus on your health. You gotta know where enemies are, because these weapons in this game are so powerful. You gotta know what to do. And focusing on agility and recovery will enable you to more or less get those kills and focus on moving around the map so you are able to be everywhere at once. But this is also an annoying part of Blink, and I thought I would show you this because he didn't use Blink, but I think I just included this. No, it's not the part. Oh, man. Also, that's another point of Destiny. I hit a couple of those, but but Blink does have its moments where it is very unpredictable. Right here. This is also a really good reason why Blink, it disorients your enemy. You didn't have enough time to react. And speaking of react, the reaction speed in this game has to be at its best, along with your knowledge of awareness and placement. But it's just the little things of this game that make it so heavy. I think here, oh, I show it later. I know what happens here. But the only reason why I'm using a shotgun this map is because it's a close quarters map. And man, I need to get that last word. I haven't gotten the last word yet. But this is why I use the flux, because if you're able to wallbang, you can still stick them. So wish what I did. And that's the reason why I like using the flux, is because it can get around corners. See, I didn't stick there for the fight because I knew I was going to lose. So I went away wanting to save my heavy ammo, and I heard him pop a super, and I saw there was another guy on my team. I knew he would lure him out and lose all his shots and kill himself. And also more proof that take a rocket to the face. That's the reason why I use Vanish, because he didn't even see me walk behind there. He saw everybody else but me, which is really nice. There, the grenade. I was lucky enough to get away from it, but also it just brings up that factor of awareness. You need to have the high awareness, except for Felon Size. Man, the only reason why I use Felon Size is because of that range. It's insane. Watch this. This is mildly, man. But just the awareness will come into a factor in how, and if you're about to die and you know there's no way to get out of it, just go for it. But doesn't mean be careless when you have like heavy ammo and stuff like that, and if it's like the last part of the match. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time here on Destiny. Adios.